I work at Penguin Random House, and inside that I work at Ebury, which is predominantly a non-fiction division, but I work on a fiction list. There's just the two of us, so it's quite, we like to call it boutique, that we don't publish a lot, but what we do publish is high quality. What I like about working at Ebury is that I have the freedom to go after books that I really like and that I'm passionate about. I don't have any quantities of you need to buy crime books or you need to buy science fiction. I can go across all the genres really, so I work on commercial fiction. And for me, what I'm most excited about at the moment is I really like dark thrillers, and they're doing really well at the moment, so that's really good that I can kind of go after the books I'm passionate about. I just announced today actually a book that I bought recently, which was basically the pitch is Love Actually meets Black Mirror. So it's like a dark psychological thriller with a very kind of science fiction twist. It's so good. I'll only publish something that I'm really behind, so I mean I can buy 3 books in 1 week, or I can wait ages before I find the next thing that I love. So I've got a lot of freedom in that respect. So I think because of that, because I'm buying things that I absolutely adore, I'm putting all of myself into it. And obviously there are time constraints, but I don't let that get past me. I will always put everything into it just because I love them so much. And it's something that I want to do well. It's not publishing for because people are asking for this. It's they're like my babies essentially. I think it's interesting in commercial fiction because you're less guided by the writing and what you're getting, and for me it's much more on an emotional level. So if it gets me, I'm very responsive to how my gut feels. So if I cry at a manuscript, or if I laugh, that's a really good sign that I absolutely love it. So it's not very helpful, there's no kind of tick box of what I'm looking for, but it's just how I respond to it. So I think it's a good thing, and what I tell authors is that I'm not really that fussed if your writing isn't quite up to speed, because if I am emotionally connected with it, I still really want to work on it, because you can edit books and you can help make them better, but you can't give a book heart if it hasn't really got it. So for me it's much more about how I connect with the story and how I connect with the characters. So really I'm just looking for things that I can fall in love with, as I'm sure readers are as well. I've had some really varied pitches today in lots of different genres, which has been really interesting, and I think everyone I've spoken to has been a really good chat, and people are pitching very well today, and I think part of that is just that people are so passionate about their books, and I think the thing that stands out the most when I'm looking back on them is how much they loved their book and how much they wanted to talk about it. So again, if you haven't worked out your perfect elevator pitch, that's fine, because for me, I just want to hear them talk about their characters. There was a lady earlier who said she was talking about one of the romantic leads, and she was saying, I've actually fallen in love with him myself, and that sounds silly. I was like, that is not silly at all. That's what you want. You want to fall in love with the characters and feel like they're real. So that's what stands out the most. And obviously when people have a sense of the market and where it sits, and comparable authors, that's really useful as well. And it just shows that they know about their book, and they've given it a lot of thought. It's really important that we talk about this North-South divide, because for me, publishing has always been so southern-based, and I'm Birmingham, so kind of a pseudo-northerner. But I went to this uni, I went to Manchester, so I feel very much like a northerner at heart. But I don't know, I feel like I get a lot more submissions from southern authors, and I don't know if that's a kind of a class thing, or I don't know, but it's something that the publishing industry is looking at the moment. We've got at Penguin Random House, we've got Right Now, which is based on trying to get people from different backgrounds and different ethnicities to get into writing and kind of encourage them to, feel like they don't have any barriers between publication. I think it's really important to come up here because, a lot of people can't afford or don't have time to come down to London to meet with agents and publishers. So I think it's really great to meet people face to face as well, and just kind of talk about their experiences and their stories. And yeah, I think it's really important to kind of get rid of that barrier. My favourite book of this year is actually, people don't talk about it enough, I think, and I think that's such a shame, but it's called Girls on Fire by Robin Wasserman. I think that's how you pronounce it, I don't know, but it was such a good book. It's like a coming of age novel with a very dark heart, and it's got a bit of a Mean Girls vibe about just how you can be at that age when you're like about 16, you can get influenced by these very kind of disruptive girls, and just how you idolise them and how it just leads you into a path of destruction. But it was just so well written, beautiful writing. and it stuck with me, and that doesn't really happen a lot, so that's my favourite book of the year.